Crescent Lake, a serene body of water nestled within the lush pine forests of Oregon, is known for its picturesque views and recreational activities. But beneath its tranquil surface lies a dark and twisted history that has haunted the locals for generations. The legend of the Whispering Pines tells of a restless spirit that lingers near the lake, whispering to those who dare to approach. Many who have ventured too close have vanished without a trace, leaving only echoes of their presence behind. On October 3rd, 2018, a group of college students from Portland decided to spend a weekend camping by the lake, unaware of the chilling tale that awaited them. Excited for a weekend of fun, they were blissfully ignorant of the haunting that had claimed others before them. The group consisted of 5 friends: Mia, the adventurous leader; Jake, the skeptic; Lily, the storyteller; Sam, the cautious one; and Ben, the jokester. They had been best friends since high school and were eager to create new memories together. As they set up their campsite by the lake, laughter filled the air, and they shared stories around the campfire, blissfully unaware of the legend that surrounded them. As night fell, Lily, with her penchant for spooky tales, decided to share the story of the Whispering Pines. The others listened intently as she spoke of the legend, the lost souls who wandered the woods, forever searching for a way back to their lives. It was said that if you heard the whispers of the pines, you were destined to join them. Those who ignore the whispers are often the ones who never return, Lily said ominously, her eyes sparkling with mischief. Jake, rolling his eyes, dismissed the tale. Come on, it's just a story. There's no such thing as ghosts. As the night deepened, the group settled around the fire, roasting marshmallows and sharing ghost stories. However, as the moon rose high in the sky, a strange unease settled over them. The wind picked up, causing the trees to sway and creak. The whispers began, soft and barely audible, like the faint rustling of leaves. Mia, feeling adventurous, decided to explore the woods. I'll prove there's nothing to be scared of, she said confidently, grabbing a flashlight and heading into the trees. Be careful, Sam called after her, but she waved him off. Minutes turned into what felt like hours, and Mia had not returned. The group grew anxious. Jake stood up, deciding to go look for her. I'll be back in a few minutes, he reassured them. As Jake ventured into the woods, the whispers grew louder. He could almost make out words, though they were distorted and strange. Turn back, they seemed to say, but Jake pressed on, determined to find his friend. After searching for what felt like an eternity, Jake finally spotted Mia standing by a tree. Mia, there you are, he called out, relieved. But as he approached, he noticed something was off. Mia stood still, staring blankly at the tree. Mia? He asked, a hint of concern creeping into his voice. Suddenly, Mia turned to him, her eyes wide with fear. Jake? It spoke to me. The tree. It whispered my name. Come on, you're just tired. Let's get back to camp, Jake said, putting an arm around her shoulders. But Mia resisted, her gaze fixed on the tree. I can't. It wants me to stay. With a sense of dread, Jake grabbed her arm and pulled her away from the tree. As they walked back to camp, the whispers faded, leaving an eerie silence in their wake. When they returned, the others were waiting anxiously. What took you so long? Sam asked. Mia shook her head, her face pale. The tree, it's alive. The following night, the group decided to stay by the fire, telling stories to distract themselves from the growing sense of unease. But as the hours passed, the whispers returned, more pronounced than before. Can you hear that? Lily whispered, her eyes wide with fear. It's just the wind, Jake said, trying to sound brave. But the whispers grew louder, almost as if they were calling to each of them individually. Mia, Jake, come to us. Suddenly, Ben stood up, laughing nervously. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's go into the woods and see what's going on. No way, Sam protested, but the others were intrigued. Mia, still shaken from the previous night, felt an overwhelming urge to stay by the fire. You guys shouldn't go, she warned, but her warning fell on deaf ears. The 4 friends ventured into the woods, leaving Mia behind. As they walked deeper, the trees grew thicker, blocking out the moonlight. The whispers surrounded them, creating a haunting chorus that sent chills down their spines. "Do you think we'll find anything?" Lily asked, her voice trembling. "I don't know, but we have to check it out," Jake replied. Suddenly, Ben stopped, staring at a tree with wide eyes. "Look at this," he shouted, pointing at a carving on the trunk, a face twisted in anguish, with hollow eyes staring back at them. "Let's keep moving," Sam urged, feeling a growing sense of dread. But the whispers grew louder, now echoing off the trees. "Join us, join us." The group hesitated, fear gripping them. Just then they heard a rustling behind them. They turned to see Mia, pale and frantic, standing at the edge of the clearing. "Mia, you shouldn't be here," Jake shouted, rushing toward her. "I heard you call my name," she exclaimed, panic in her voice. "No one called you," Lily yelled, but it was too late. The whispers had enveloped them, drowning out their words. Suddenly, the ground shook, and the trees began to sway violently. The whispers transformed into a deafening roar. "Join us! Join us!" echoed through the woods, reverberating in their minds. The friends clutched each other, fear overwhelming them. In a moment of chaos, Ben turned and ran, stumbling through the underbrush. "Ben, wait!" Jake shouted, but it was too late. The darkness swallowed Ben, and a scream echoed through the night before silence fell again. The remaining friends were paralyzed with fear, unsure of what to do next. "Mia, we need to get out of here," Sam urged, but as they turned to leave, they realized Mia was no longer with them. "Mia," Jake called, panic rising in his chest. "I'm here," she whispered, her voice eerily calm. They turned to see her standing beside a tree, her expression blank. "I have to go back," she said softly, as if in a trance. "No, you can't," Sam yelled, reaching for her. But Mia stepped closer to the tree, and the whispers intensified. "Come to us." Jake and Lily pulled Sam back, watching in horror as Mia pressed her hand against the tree trunk. The ground beneath them trembled, and suddenly, the whispers ceased. A haunting silence filled the air. "Mia!" Jake shouted, but it was too late. She vanished into the tree, leaving nothing but a faint whisper of her name behind. Panicked, Jake and Lily grabbed Sam and ran back through the woods, fear propelling them forward. They stumbled over roots and branches, the darkness closing in around them. The whispers began again, but now they sounded different. Angry, desperate. "Leave! Leave!" they cried, echoing in their minds. Finally, they broke free of the woods, bursting into the clearing where their campsite lay. They collapsed on the ground, gasping for breath, fear consuming them. "What just happened?" Lily cried, tears streaming down her face. "We have to call for help," Sam said, pulling out his phone. But there was no signal. "What are we gonna do?" Jake asked, panic rising in his chest. They gathered their things, still in shock from what they had just witnessed. As they prepared to leave, Jake glanced back at the woods, a chill running down his spine. "I can't believe we lost her," he whispered, grief washing over him. The friends returned to Crescent Lake, but nothing was the same. They reported the incident to the authorities, but search efforts for Mia were unsuccessful. The local police dismissed their claims, believing the friends had fabricated the story due to fear and trauma. Months passed, and Mia's disappearance became just another mystery in Crescent Lake. But the remaining friends were haunted by what had happened. They moved on with their lives, but they were forever changed by the horrors of that night. On the anniversary of Mia's disappearance, Jake, Sam, and Lily returned to the lake, hoping to find closure. They stood at the edge, staring into the water, reminiscing. Thank you for joining us on this haunting journey into the mystery of Crescent Lake and the disappearance of Mia. If you found this story chilling, please give it a like and subscribe to Velours of the Past for more spine-tingling tales from history. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story. We have many more eerie legends and real-life horror tales coming your way.